Hi guys, D4Dad here, and today I'm joined with Epic, and I'm going to show you how to do some thumbnails.
Hey guys.
Hi Epic.
Hey.
Yeah, this is like a complete change. You're usually doing the video editing skills that
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow. This time you wanted to do some thumbnails?
Yeah, I have seen your thumbnails and they're incredible.
Well, what I'm going to do is show you our kind of top 5 or 6 tips on our thumbnails.
Okay.
Also, you wanted to do a PNG, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is create that PNG so you can use this for your video edits. As you can see, I'm about to create a thumbnail guesses for what we're going to do. So, I've got the main image in here. It's the background. First thing I'm going to do is actually create a duplicate, and I've used all the shortcuts, which is Control A for all, Control C, and Control V. Now that's pasted in a duplicate layer, which I'm going to work on here. I'm going to turn the background layer off now. First thing you're going to do is get the magic wand and press it in, and then Control X to delete it. As you can see, one of the main things here, if I show you just Control N, is you must make sure your background is set to transparent.
Okay.
If it's white or the background color, which could be any of these in this corner of the screen, that's what your background will be. So the trick is transparent PNGs, transparent background.
Sounds simple enough.
Yeah. So once you've done that, I'm just going to zoom this up a little bit because I'm not too happy. Oh no. I need to get rid of this as well.
Okay.
Control X, and there you can see I've got my transparent Furby. So
That's
if you want to, we can now save it.
Yeah.
We're going to put that as Tattle. Call that trans.
See, I would take about 5 minutes doing that, just masking around the edge.
Make sure you save that as a PNG.
Yeah.
That's the key. If I save that now, you've actually got that as your master channel, and that's what you can throw into your videos.
That's awesome.
Okay, now what I'm actually going to do to this now I've done that is, as you can see now, we are looking at the thumbnail. So let me just move this in, and then I'll go through the various thumbnails.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, Control Z. Don't want to do that because I've just managed to, for some reason, lock everything. How do I? Right, Control Z, let's get rid of that. I need to be on group layer. Okay, auto select the layer, that's better. Okay, now that's going to be in that area at some point. Okay. So, top tip number 1, layers.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I've done here is made sure every single part of this particular image is a layer. So there's your Furby type of thing, your tattletale.
Okay.
The background is there.
Yeah.
What I've done as well is made sure the text is on a separate layer. Okay. And all of these are also, that's one big layer because obviously I want to group it together. Okay, so key thing, get everything in layers, and that way then it's not all blurred up. Okay. Let me just find Tattletale again. Here we go. So top tip number 1, layers. So once you've got your layers, you can then work out how you're going to put kind of an outer glow and a drop shadow on. Okay. Now, because mine tend to be the same for each particular layer, I'm just going to click on one of them, for example, which is this one here. Right click it, I'm going to copy that layer style. Okay. If that makes sense. Yeah. Let's just get rid of this. Click on the layer you want to put it on, right click, and paste layer style. So there you go. As you can see, it's dropped it in. I'm trying to keep all my kind of drop shadow and outer glows. Let's have a look at them anyway. So you can see what I've done. So there's your drop shadow. I always make sure that's on normal. Okay, sometimes it will default to one of these. And there's my outer glow as well. Okay, so I've got a white outer glow, which is just to blend in the edges. I've used white because it stands out, but sometimes you can use a kind of a contrasting colour. Yeah. That makes sense? Yeah. Let me just turn the background off so you can see what this has done. Okay, so there you go. So you can actually see now how it actually will look.
This looks incredible.
Yeah, so top tip number 2 with your layers is make sure you've got a decent outer glow maybe, and definitely a drop shadow. That will pull it away from the background. Wow. Obviously on this background, it is a dark one. So it only just stands out, but you can choose whatever colour you want. Okay. Top tip number 3.
What's number 3?
Number 3 now is your background. Now what I'm going to do is to turn everything off. Well, I'll take these off for the moment because I don't need them. And let's get rid of Paul Tattletale as well. Oh. Now your background, you've got various choices. The first thing, which is I do for all of my images, is going to something really cool, which is when you do like a filter. Oh, let me get into that in the background. Go into filter, you've got a really cool tool here. It's called Sharpen. And if you go into the unsharpen mask, okay, you've got various things that can happen. Now this is basically overkill, but as you move this up, you will notice it will either tighten it or it will start to put some very strange colours in. Now again, it's not too, let me just show you the extreme. Okay, so you can see it's completely,
that's terrible.
I say put a lot of highlighting, but what you need to do is just try and make things stand out a bit. I'm actually going to go for round about here because I want a little bit of light in it. Let's try and get the light up. Okay. Yeah. And the amount. Now, it's a bit difficult to see at this level. Let me just set that there. Let's just bang it up a little bit so you can actually see how this takes place. Filter, sharpen. It just adds. You see the difference?
Sort of.
Yeah, that's probably overkill on my side. But you've just got to play about with these settings just to pull it up a bit.
Yeah, it does. I can see a difference.
Yeah, I think that is okay. Let me just take it down to 100 so you can actually see kind of the image side itself. Now you can see in the history what it was like. That was before. That was after. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, it just adds. Actually, it's quite blurry.
It just picks it up a bit.
Yeah, and then that just pulls out the detail. It's a dark image. It's, it is not going to be as good as I would want it. But the reason for that is, what I'm also going to do as well is use another super filter, which is the blur. And you go for this. Is it Gaussian? Gaussian blur?
Gaussian.
Yep. So I'm going to go for that.
I use that in edits.
Yeah. Now, what you can do then is kind of start to blur it out a bit. Now, I don't like it too blurry, otherwise it like seasickness or something. You've been on a roller coaster and your eyes aren't quite working. Yeah. I'm just going to fade it out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
For your background, one of the top tips is sharpen it up. Maybe, depending on what type of thumbnail you're making, just blur it out. And the reason why I want to blur this one out is, let's just drop this down, is because I do want, I think I need to do that a bit more actually. Blur, let's get that one blurred up again. Because I do want the main focus of the image to be the font at the top. Let's get the font back on. So what I do want, I want the layers to stand out. Obviously my logos. Yeah. The font here, and obviously the episode number here. But more importantly, this little chappy here, let's get him as well.
Hey,
now, I quite like that. However, I'm going to still, with this particular image, still play about with filter, the sharpen. I want to see what it does. Now, that's used a previous preset. I actually quite like that.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Yeah, do I need to do a bit more? That's... Can you see how those eyes are really picked out?
Quite nicely.
I'm actually going to go for that. I do like it. Now, if we go back in the history, before and after.
That's incredible. That stands out.
Just simple little tips there.
Yeah.
To look at it.
It's almost as if you can't see them on the first one.
Yeah, no. It's just amazing how it picks it out. I think I actually would like that there. I just want to get the ears in as well. So, we've looked at the actual layers itself. Make sure everything's on a layer. You can then drop in the drop shadows or the outer glows. That will pull it away from the background. Blur your background.
Yep.
Next thing, consistency.
Number 4.
Is it number 4? Number 4. 3.5, 4. Okay, consistency. Make sure that, I believe, your thumbnails look consistent. And part of that, if you have a look at our channel here, you will notice we tend to use similar fonts all the way through. So our Stranded Draft is kind of this sort of font. It's the same for that. Or each of our, well, actually quite a lot of our Minecraft episodes will have the same font. Ooh. I just prefer it. it kind of says this is L4lila D4Dad. And then to back that up with consistency is to have your channel branding in. So channel branding and consistency goes together. Logo's always on this particular side with our name. Standardized font. You will notice our other Lego kind of games. We're still keeping the same idea, the branding, the consistency there, and we do change the font for this. But look, Minecraft stuff, it's always the same. We've used the Hello Neighbor there. Among the Sleep from the, and then Sony Vegas, even that is the same standardization, but our tutorials are going to have this sort of style to it for consistency.
Wow.
Yeah. So as you can see, Paladins as well. So a lot of it, oh, there's our Sky Islands, remember that? So I haven't quite pulled those into the new style, but I'm leaving them, as you can see. Lila and I, we changed it here. So this was 9 months ago, and then 7 months ago, this is kind of when I changed the branding into this side, but then you'll also see I kind of flips my head a bit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, but it's still following the same guidelines. So with a
really cool.
Yeah, with a bit of a luck, okay, let's just go back to the Photoshop version. That technically is going to be our thumbnail design for our new Tattletale series, which is what we're going to record in the next couple of weeks or so.
Yeah, it's going to be over Christmas.
Yeah, that's going to be one of our Christmas series. So, revision. First thing we went for was layers.
Layers, yeah.
Get your layers in. Use the sharpen tool, that unsharpen mask, filter, sharpen, unsharpen mask. Okay, get that in there.
Yeah.
Put some drop shadow on to pull it away.
Yep.
Do the same with the font.
Yep. Consistency.
Consistency. Background blur or not depends on what you're trying to do. I actually like the blur on this particular one because the focus of this is the Tattletale Furby type of thing itself. So there you go, your first Photoshop tutorial by me.
Yeah.
First of many, I hope. And so
that was really cool.
Yeah, let's see how your thumbnails
Thanks for showing me that.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
A bit of a strange thing to put on our channel, but I do like Photoshop tutorials, and if it helps people out, that's even better.
Hopefully it's helped some people out.
Yeah, well, just like your video is, yeah. But yeah, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, no worries.
And we'll catch you in the next tutorial.
Cool. See you later, guys.
Thanks, Epic. Bye.
Bye.